Welcome back to another fantastic video. Now, for those of you that didn't watch the previous video of giving up sugar for 2 weeks, now this video is titled, What Would Happen If You Totally Stop Eating Sugar for 1 month?
You're putting sugar in the peas?
Now, before I get into this video, the main reason I wanted to set this 1 month challenge is that to build any habit, it takes 30 days, it takes a month. And if you've already tried the 2 weeks challenge and you saw some benefit to your health, it might be a good idea to extend it to a month. Or if you are here for the very first time, trying to cut out sugar for a month will give you a much added benefit, because it will take 2 weeks for you to see the initial results. And if you stick around for another 2 weeks, then you really get the full benefits.
Out of donuts.
Now let's get into the video. The first thing that happens is you will get some sort of withdrawal. This is when people try to give up sugar. They also try to go back to it. It's like, oh, you're fighting the urge to just go back, or maybe to stay off sugar. Sugar is so addictive; it triggers the part of your brain that trigger pleasure receptor. If you ever notice, you're on social media and your brain is on autopilot, and you're just scrolling. You're there for hours. You're just getting dopamine from all these videos, all this time wasted. And that's what sugar addiction is like.
Most people want a bar of sugar, or even ketchup.
It's like you're rewarding your brain. Now, sugar addiction is just as bad as drug addiction. It's just as bad as substance abuse. If you're really addicted to sugar, or you have maybe an addictive personality, this video, maybe not. If you're addicted to sugar, this video will help you, or will give you some guidance of what you can do to cut down on some of the sugar.
I can't resist.
Like, if sugar is natural, and in nature we have sugar, so why is it so dangerous? And why is it so bad? What's so bad about it? Because whenever sugar is changed, when we change it, we refine it, we concentrate it, it's now completely changed. We've changed the properties. We've taken it from its natural state. We've changed it to something else. If you only had sugar from fruit, honey, you're not likely to get addicted to sugar. However, after years of eating refined sugar, eating all the processed food, you get addicted very easily.
Do you have a lemonade or something sweet?
Eating refined sugar bypasses normal ability to regulate. The body will experience a temporary lack of fuel. Now, if you've trained your body to depend on sugar and processed carb for energy, when you get off sugar, your body will start running. When you get off sugar, your body becomes fat adapted. The body will start running of fat instead of sugar.
You look great. You look so skinny.
Because running on fat is better fuel for your body. You can think of running on sugar like you're using, like my previous analogy, you're using a power bank, whereas the energy will eventually run out. But if you're running on fat, you're directly plugged into an outlet. Now, like I previously said, the body will experience a temporary lack of fuel. If you train your body to depend on sugar, processed carb, like I previously said, when you get off sugar, you will get some withdrawal, like I previously said. Now, it will take 2-3 weeks for your body to fully change. It's not going to be right away.
But it's too late now. I'm addicted.
When you see the results, it's going to take 2 weeks, 3 weeks to train your body to derive energy from a different source other than sugar. The reason why this video, like I said, is titled "What Would Happen If You Totally Stopped Sugar for a Month?" Like I previously said, it's to build an habit. It takes 30 days to change your habits. If you try for 2 weeks, you will see some changes, but not long enough for you to make it an habit.
Why?
Because I'm addicted to it.
So what would have happened is you would have undo all that hard work after 2 weeks, all the other benefits you've gotten for 2 weeks, you would have undo all that. Now, cutting out sugar will make you lose weight, but that's just a small benefit.
Oh my God, I can't stop thinking about it.
Cutting out sugar, that's just a small benefit of cutting out sugar. Here are some benefits, other benefits of cutting out sugar. There are many benefits, like you become mentally sharp, you get mental clarity, your risk again.
I knew what I needed to do and how to do it.
Diabetes goes down, you lose weight, your clothes fit better, your skin will glow. If you have issue with acne or whatever skin issues you have,
Hating me for the way I look, as if perfect bone structure and flawless skin is something I can help.
you start to see your skin will get better. You will feel lighter, brighter, and happier. Depression goes away. You age slower. You'll have better breath. So when you wake up in the morning, you no longer wake up with bad breath. To preserve your teeth and prevent problems like such as root canal, you'll want to do what's best for you by stop consuming sugar. Always floss, brush your teeth at least twice a day if you have oral issue or cavities. Your teeth will love you for this. So your teeth will get better. Your sex life will also get better, and you'll be able to sleep a lot better.
Well, how did you sleep? Like a baby.
Now, with sugar, it might be hard to cut it off cold turkey, but if you're mentally strong, I would just recommend just cutting it out completely. But if you want to do it gradually, it's something that I tried, and then maybe after a week or two, you can then slowly cut it off. So I used to love chocolate peanuts.
Even this chocolate peanut butter tastes better.
I used to love Snickers, Mars bars. I can get a whole packet and finish it. But then, so when I decided I was going to do this no sugar challenge, now instead of getting chocolate peanuts and all this sweet and all this Mars bars and all these chocolate bars, what I opted for was to first you can try dark chocolate. The taste isn't great. Not everyone loves the taste, but it has a tiny bit of sugar in it. But it's gonna train you to get yourself ready for it, and then if it's 85% or 75% cocoa, it's even better. It's great for you. Dark chocolate is one of those
Dark chocolate.
Super healthy food that's good for you for a longevity. But if you are really sweet tooth and you're having not hard time trying to give it up, what you can also do, you can try dates. Dates are natural nature's candy. They are very sweet. I wouldn't recommend having more than 2 or 3 a day. But the old point is just to get you ready to slowly get off your sugar addiction. And when you come to that stage where you no longer feel like you need to eat sugar, then you can drop you can drop the date if you want, and then once you're fully ready, then you can transition to your no sugar, and then continue on from there. Now, like I said, sugar itself is not bad. It's just what happens when we go and refine and process it. That's exactly what makes sugar bad. Now,
A tablet a day and what I could do with my day was limitless.
There are some other questions like, is ultra processed food really food? We all know ultra processed food are, most of them have sugar, like deli meat. Like if you wanna go, I wouldn't even consider like all those food you get in the store that are packaged as food, because those are not food. Those food don't, like I would say, those food don't have nutrition benefits.
Well, I'd rather be hit by dehydrated fruit than a processed food.
Food?
Yes, real food, not candy.
On the packaging, they might have it, but like it's just stuff that's been concocted in the lab, and it's not something that grew out of the ground. Real food is food that comes out of the ground, or real food is animals that eat stuff that comes out of the ground. Those are real food. If you get people on a real food diet, you can mitigate any, if not all, the diseases. So by eating proper food that comes from the ground, that comes from the earth, that comes from, that's natural, that can go off. Real food is food. If you leave it out for 2-3 days, it will go off. If you leave our McDonald's burger for like a week, it's still there. It might not be edible, but it's not gonna go off.
You need to eat more food, real food, not lollipops.
It's not gonna smell. Now, you ever notice when you tell people to eat healthy, you almost become some sort of social outcast? Whereas eating healthy should be considered the normal way of eating, because eating healthy is what we're supposed to do. It's all this fruit, vegetables, and animals that we have, dairy. These are all food that our body can process, and we didn't start to get a lot of man-made diseases until, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, maybe in the 1960s or 50s, whatever year it is, that all this ultra processed food are made readily available, and I can say, well, maybe because food production wasn't as high.
Oh, it should go without saying that them eating healthy and getting good sleep is crucial for your team.
Back maybe say 100 years ago, and if you notice, the population didn't go up until we were able to mass produce a lot of food. So before getting sidetracked, let me just go back to the topic. Now, if you notice, kids nowadays are eating 6 times the amount of sugar that their parents and their grandparents ever did. And instead of having sugar every once a week, maybe like you have sweet once a week. Like I remember when I was very small, we will wait for the ice cream man to come up, and maybe we might get ice cream maybe once a week. And that was really normal. But like now, it's like kids are getting so much food, so much sugar food every single day. It's not healthy at all. No. The increase in sugar alone can put you at a higher chance to get Alzheimer's disease and cancer, diabetes, just like stroke. Who wants to get that, you know? There's a lot of stuff that can happen when you're addicted to sugar. Sugar itself is like poisoning your mitochondria. Like I said, your mitochondria is the powerhouse of your DNA. So, like, the more sugar you eat, the more chances you're gonna get chronic diseases, like I said, cancer, diabetes, stroke.
He may suffer some limited chronic kidney insufficiency.
Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, who knows? You know, there's a lot, you know. Excessive sugar consumption is similar to alcohol and can lead to chronic metabolic diseases. So it used to be that people used to get fatty liver from highly heavy consumption of alcohol, but that's not the case anymore. A lot of kids now are getting fatty liver disease. I'll explain that as we progress in this video. Now, sugar and alcohol are metabolized, virtually identical. Both contribute to type 2 diabetes and a fatty liver disease, like I previously said. So it used to be people that drink a lot of alcohol that get fatty liver disease, but that's not the case anymore. When I was in secondary school, should I say, You might hear stories of someone having a liver issue because they're drinking too much alcohol. But that can also be the same case with sugar nowadays. With the amount of sugar and processed food that we have, I know there's been a sugar tax to try and tax sugar, but I think the onus should fall on us or you as an individual to regulate or to read the label and sometimes you might even find out these companies will mislabel sugar in the packaging. They might use a more healthy way to sugarcoat its sugar. They might say derived from sugar cane, or like they might use some word to make it fancy, make it look like it's natural, but and I know that. And some of these products are like I heavily have high sugar content in them. Even if you look at ketchup, even if you look at, I'll see if I can put a video up or a picture up of how much sugar is in each soft drink, and then you can compare it.
So this is the maximum daily recommended limit by the World Health Organization of sugar consumption, and this is what, at least I think, what most people are consuming at the moment. So in terms of diets, there is no value.
You compare the amount of sugar we're supposed to be having versus sugar that's actually in a drink, which is one of the reasons I stopped drinking soft drink. I used to have soft drink, but I don't do it anymore. It's just that there's just the amount of sugar that goes into it. Especially if you're not someone that's active, if you're not going to the gym, if you're not doing a lot of work if you're not like moving around about, maybe once a week, it's not having ice cream once a week, it's definitely not going to kill you. But if it's having food that's heavily sugar, that has a lot of sugar, will definitely do some damage to your body. Now, like I said, real food is the food that came out of the ground, or animals that ate the food that came out of the ground, and is minimally processed. There are some meat, like so deli meat is heavily processed. Some sausages are heavily processed. I did a video on processed meat. Real processed meat give you cancer. There's some meat that have been heavily processed, and so the better you can get close to eating meat or food that's not processed. What I mean by process is that they haven't added extra chemicals to it. They haven't done any additional added additional chemicals to make it look or taste better. So like for me, like what I would consider unprocessed meat, if we say meat that comes from the deli, excuse me, meat that comes from the butcher, meats like
it's time to butcher that fat cow of yours for the meat.
That it's in organic state when it's slaughtered, and that what I would consider unprocessed meat. But any meat that deli meat, sausages, bacon, smoked turkey that packages, like sandwiches meat, a lot of this, even like Croujon, if you go to KFC, for example, all of these are heavily processed, and most of the time we don't even know what goes into them, how many ingredients it takes to make it taste, to get the taste that they want. And a lot of these companies would add a lot of chemicals, a lot of additive to get us hooked on it. Now, like I previously said, eating specific food can prevent the growth of tumor and keep cancers harmless. Eating normal unprocessed food will reduce your chances of getting cancer. Like let food be the medicine. Like eat food that's originally grown, or food that hasn't been processed, that if you leave it there for too long, it'll go up. That's my definition of unprocessed food. Now, like I previously said again, real food is food that come out of the ground. Also, you want to protect your liver and feed your gut by consuming rich food and fiber. And you can eat a lot more fruit and vegetables that has fiber in them. This will improve your overall health. Now, soft drink, including diet drinks, are very, very bad and detrimental to your health. It can
One friend can't give another friend a soda without that friend thinking the second friend put a roofie in it?
lead to overeating, increase in insulin production. So even a lot of Coke Zero, or diet this, diet drink, they're not as good as packaged to be, you know. And although that's debatable. No. People would think sugar just mean white sugar, but would use sugar like such sugar-like substance like honey, agave, a sweetener. They might say they don't eat sugar, but they use maple syrup, they use brown sugar, they use, I've been there as well. They use saccharin or cane juice or some sugar-like product that isn't sugar, you know. And these are promoted as health food. There's some physical benefits to when you actually cut out sugar. You get weight loss. You will be amazed how many people receive reduced inflammation. As a result, a lot of your joint pain, your shoulder pain, wrist pain, maybe you get a lot of back pain. You don't know what it is, you know. The pain you need, the pain will go down drastically. You get better teeth, you get fewer cavities, you get less plaque, and you get more energy and endurance. If you're into sports, you get a lot more energy and endurance. Now, if you decide to cut off sugar for 30 days, this is what it becomes life-changing. This is where you get to see a lot of results, a lot of issues going away, disappear slowly. You will improve your digestive health, your immune system will get better, you probably wouldn't get sick as much. Cutting out sugar will reduce your fatty liver, your chances of getting fatty liver. It's part of the reason why people get type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure and dementia and stroke. Now, if you've watched the video all the way to the end, please leave a comment below and maybe come back in 3 weeks, in a month, so people can know that this video do help people and is beneficial. And maybe share this video with your loved one or anyone that you know might be suffering or would like to give this challenge a go. Thank you for watching this video.